Good morning, everybody. My name is Munna, as you know. I'm a second year PhD student and working at Love Carbon Center. Today's presentation is based on how I am thinking, what should I do in the next level based on what I am doing right now in my PhD study. Basically, first of all, I wanted to show you two different images. First one from forest soil and second one from depleted agricultural soil. So you can differentiate both soil, well aggregated, many roots, and very depleted condition. And this is our long-term experimental area at Waterman Farm. It was established in 1997 by Dr. Rethinking. And we had different treatments here: compost, manures, cover crops, and fallow. It's basically weedy fallows as a baseline. And when I did the literature review before studying my, before figuring out my objectives and hypotheses, I considered temperate climate region and considered many studies in Europe and USA. And then I think why I am interested to work on soil organic carbon and soil physics, because you can see in soil it could be a great storage for carbon, and numerically it's about 1500 petagram to 1 meter depth. Carbon can be stored there. On the other hand, for atmosphere, it could be around 800 petagram. So we have a huge opportunity to store, to capture atmospheric carbon dioxide and store in soil as a part of carbon sequestration. Basically, this graph was prepared based on the data I have from my first year data analysis. And interestingly, we found that there is a strong correlation between soil organic carbon and water stable aggregates. And you can see there is some threshold. After this linear, it shows plateaued for A, it's 0 to 20, and B for 20 to 40 centimeter depth of soil. And we found this break point here for depth 1, 22.6 gram per kg, and for depth 2, or 20 to 40, it shows this break point here. And is the main graph based on which I am just interested to think more, and because total soil organic carbon alone cannot tell us the permanence, right? And this figure is an interesting one because it shows particulate organic matter could be a source of carbon, and mineral associated organic matter could be another one. And when particulate organic matter come to this point, eaten by microbes, then it is in the in a loop. So it's like bait exudates, then in soil solution, those soil organic matter, then sorption, and then mineral associated organic matter, and then desorption, and then again in soil solution, and then that is eaten by soil microbes. So it's a loop that could be an important insight for long-term sequestration. As we know, particulate organic matter levels short-lived carbon, and mineral associated organic matter it's stable and long-lived. So the missing piece could be explained from this point. This graph is showing different ecosystems. As we can see, wetland playing an important role for iron-bound organic carbon concentration in soil, whereas some other ecosystems, cover crop, cropland, forest, grassland, those are around zero. On the other hand, this regression shows that there is a strong correlation between soil organic carbon concentration and iron-bound organic carbon concentration. And it shows mineral-associated organic carbon concentration and iron-bound organic carbon. So the question could be, are soil organic carbon gain in long-term no-till that based on which we are working on is really stable? And we need to separate poles and test mineral controls to find out those answers. And we know minerals, those are the gatekeepers for carbon permanence or sequestration. So from stock to stability, you can see rules and aggregates, soil aggregates. And one hypothesis could be continuous organic input under no-till built mineral-associated organic matter through organomineral associations. To answer these questions, we could consider several approaches, especially analytical approach, density fractionation, mineral reactivity, and we can link those with the physical properties that I am already working on. And the outcome could be finding out some headrooms for stable carbons, that is basically carbon saturation deficit. So from soil health to climate solution, it could help to distinguish temporary and permanent carbon storage, inform carbon crediting and regenerative agriculture, and it must contribute to climate resilient soil management. Those are the references I have added throughout this presentation. Thank you.